one of the newest princess ships, the Royal and the Regal, and I've actually never been on it, so I'm very excited to check it out, and I'll show you everything on the ship so you can see it too. Right now we're in Barcelona, as you can see behind me, and we also have another ship which is the Disney Magic right behind us. We actually decided to spend most of the day checking out Barcelona. It's our second time here, but it's still a lot of stuff to see. So we boarded around 3:30, and I have to say the boarding process went very smoothly. There were no lines, nothing. We got on board within about 10 minutes. So far it's going great. And follow me and I'll show you the buffet. So right now we're in the middle of the buffet area. So you can see this is one section of the Horizon Court. And then we're going to move on to the next section, which is the one that is currently open for dinner. And it's a little bit fuller and has a bit of a different decor, but still sort of the same idea. They have lots of tables, and a lot of them have access to windows. And now we're gonna see what's for dinner. There's the soup, lentil soup, chicken broth, artichoke biz. There's some breads, and then there's some other food right here, lots of prepared foods, pasta, chicken, meat, stuff like that. This section here has a salad, a little salad room where you can make your own salad. There's lots of ingredients. There's actually a whole fish section, and right here they have some prepared salads, guacamole, meat, like that. And then in this area is actually a whole cheese section, which I love because I love cheese. And even though we already had dinner tonight, I might get some cheese for dessert because it looks really good. And then here it looks like it's more of the same stuff that we saw. It's some Italian. It's like an Italian section right here, Italian favorites. And there's a pasta section right here, but it looks like this is the Italian area. And then it looks like that's about it. So it's salad, pasta, lots of prepared foods, cheese, and lots of desserts. This is the pastry shop. It's part of the buffet. It's actually right in the middle of the buffet area. And it's where they have all the desserts. They have their own special section. You can see at the entrance here, there's some brownies and cookies, but the good stuff is right here. So right now we're at dinner time. You can see that they have some mango cheesecake. There's macadamia nuts. There's Boston cream cake, lots of good stuff. There's some tea right here. And fruit tart, pineapple cake. And let me see, there's blueberry pie and grandma's chocolate cake. This actually looks really good. I'll show you our cabin. We're actually in an inside cabin on this sailing because the sailing was sold out, so we're not able to get another cabin, but it's not a bad cabin, so follow me. This is cabin, it's on deck 10, and it's cabin C529. I think they're pretty standard, all the insides, so you'll get an idea of what they look like. So right here we have the bed. We have it as a double, but it can be separated. And if you have third and fourth person, there will be like bunk beds that come out of the wall. So on this side here, right across from the bed, there is a little desk, and they have upgraded. The last time I was on a princess ship was the Crown Princess, and they had the old style TVs. They've upgraded the TVs. They have a whole entertainment system now. They have some cabinets. This is actually a little mini fridge. Looks like there's pretty good storage. They do have a hair dryer. It's not the best one, but they do have one. They have some drawers for you to store things, and on both sides of the beds there's lamps and little drawers as well, so it looks like there's pretty good storage. And then we'll go into, they have actually something like a mini walk-in closet, which is very good if you have a lot of luggage. On this sailing we don't, but it's still good. This whole area is like a walk-in closet. I can't say if I really like this or not, because normally we travel with my 2 kids, and this area to me would be kind of useless. I would like to have a bigger cabin to have the kids' beds and toys and so on. But right now, since it's just me and my husband, the room is really good size, and we have space for our clothes. But I have to say, if you have 3rd and 4th person, the cabin is kind of smallish. That's my one critique so far. Not a whole lot of, because of this closet, not a whole lot of space in the actual cabin. But otherwise, this is really good. They have some storage space here as well, and they have a safe. And I'll show you the bathroom. The bathroom is a little bit bigger than on the older ships. There's a sink and, you know, some storage area for your toiletries, and then behind there is a shower with a curtain. Everything seems pretty much upgraded and newer style, newer than the Crown Princess, which is the last ship that I've been on. Right now we're in the piazza. This is deck 5. This is the main area of the ship. This is where everything happens. There's some of the dining rooms right here, a lot of the bars and the cafes and so on. People congregate here after dinner, in the morning. Lots of stuff happening, so just follow me and we'll check it out. Area, the center of the piazza. There's some staircases, it's a very lovely ceiling. Looks kind of like in Italy. Everything is in marble and very light and bright. And as you can see, the elevators, the main elevators we're walking right now. We're right after dinner, so people are walking around, and you can see lots of stuff going on. And right behind us is one of the bars. It has a nice sea view, and people hang out here after dinner. And if you go this way is the International Cafe. It is one of the free venues on the ship where you can get some lovely pastries, and you can get some specialty coffees. They have cappuccinos, they have lattes and so on. They have very nice Italian coffee, and actually the prices are very reasonable. I think the coffees are going for around $3 a piece, which I was surprised about, because on a lot of ships they're about $5-6. So the prices in this one are very reasonable, and the pastries are all free and they're very good. So let's check it out. Right here, it's a very interesting thing that you can do for just $10 per person. You can do a British style afternoon tea, and you can choose from all these different lovely teas, chamomile, you know, lotus, lots of exotic types of teas that you can do with some sandwiches and stuff on one of the days if you want something special to do, or if you have a sea day and you don't have anything planned. It's a really cool thing you can do. And this is the International Cafe, and you can check out some of the cool pastries there. They have some salads if you're still hungry after dinner or after lunch, and they have some sandwiches. And this is my favorite part right here, which is the desserts. You can see they have strawberry shortcake, German chocolate cake, opera cake, macadamia nut. All of the good stuff is right here. So if you're hungry after dinner or in the morning, just check it out. Right here we have Vines, which is right across from the International Cafe on deck 5. And Vines is a specialty wine bar. They do different wine tastings, and you can also buy different wines by the glass. nice atmosphere. It's kind of quiet, and for the wine drinkers, there's lots of wines and also other drinks. It's just a cool place to hang out. You know, in the evenings, you can see that there's lots of people having. You can have some tapas and some little snacks with your wine. And the wine is paid. You have to pay for it, but the tapas and some little food, some little plates, those are free. So let's check it out very quickly. Right next to us, right here, is the entrance to Sabatini's, which is one of the specialty restaurants on board. And we can take a quick look at the menu, but I believe it has an upcharge of $29, and it has a very nice Italian menu. So if you want something special, if you're celebrating a special occasion, or for some reason you don't like the food in the dining room, this is the perfect option for you. There's 3 specialty restaurants on board, and we're going to take a look at all of them. Tonight is formal night, so I am going to take you along Deck 7. Deck 7 is one of the main entertainment venues on the ship. It actually is the only deck, I believe, or one of the few that run along from the beginning to the end of the ship. And I have to say the ship is a little bit confusing compared to some other ships that I've been on, because usually there's all the entertainment decks run all through the ship from beginning to end, so it's very easy to navigate. This ship, the Royal Princess, has some of the decks, they start somewhere and then you have to go up and down a flight of stairs to go back to, say, Deck 6, for example. There's Deck 6 in the beginning, Deck 6 in the end, but nothing in the middle. So it is a little confusing to navigate, but Deck 7 is a full-on deck. It's the entertainment deck. A lot of the bars and venues for entertainment are along Deck 7. And right now we're in front of the Princess Theater. This is where most of the evening entertainment happens. A lot of the Broadway shows, magicians, things like that. Tonight they actually have a West End performer, Billy Highgate. So let's go inside the theater quickly before the show starts. As you can see, it's not a very large theater compared to some other ones, so it does get full pretty quickly. So my advice is, if you're gonna attend the show, get here pretty early. We are in the middle of Deck 7. This is right below us is the piazza, which is on Deck 5, and then up the staircases you can go up to Deck 6 and Deck 7. There's a lot of stores around me, and right behind me is the Ocean Terrace Seafood Bar, which is actually a really cozy seafood bar. I'll show you the menu really quickly. They have, you know, lobster and crab and ahi tuna poke and some sushi, sashimi, things like that. And the price is actually very reasonable. They range from about $4 to, I think the lobster is $9, which is a very, very good price for lobster. So this is you know, you're right in the middle of all the action. You can still listen to the performers and you can have your seafood. It's a very, very nice, lovely spot to hang out and have some awesome seafood. And right behind me, we're just gonna cut through that, is the Crooners Bar. That's where a lot of the sing-alongs happen. There's a piano man every night. He's really cool. People like to listen to him and sometimes sing along. It's very atmospheric. If you're looking for a good night out and some dancing, this is definitely the place to be. So let's check it out.
Yeah, just write it down and I'll add it to the list.
Continuing on to Deck 7, we have this little area called the Princess Live. It has its own bar. And Princess Life is actually where a lot of the game shows take place. A lot of the sort of 70s night, 80s night. Tonight they had the marriage show, which was hilarious. It's one of my favorite shows on board of every ship because they pick couples of different ages and they ask them questions, kind of like a newlywed show on TV. Right now there's a sports trivia game going on. All the trivia games are happening in Celebrity Life, and they actually have cameras, so they show you on TV. So if you're gonna be participating in anything, please keep in mind you may be shown on Princess TV for everybody to see you. So let's quickly check it out and go inside, and then we'll continue on all the way to the Wheelhouse Bar and the Vista Lounge.
Question number 2. What is the lightest weight in boxing? What is the lightest weight in boxing? Members of the International Trivia, so there are going to be questions where you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. Just assume that there will be more.
Right after Princess Life, you have this hallway, and at the end of the hallway, you're gonna see the Wheelhouse Bar. The Wheelhouse Bar is another one, sort of like crooners. They have live entertainment every night. It's usually very busy. People hang out and listen to it. They have string quartets last night. Tonight it's a bit more lively with some performers, like a little orchestra performers. So let's walk through it, and you guys will see that. Also an entertainment place. Last night they had actually The Voice, a competition similar to like they have The Voice on TV. Princess actually bought the rights on Etsy to do The Voice, so they had The Voice of Princess. So it was a competition, and then whoever wins, the people who won last night are gonna practice with professional musicians, and at the end of the cruise they're gonna perform live. So I'm pretty excited to see that. But as you can see, there's lots of karaoke and other musical entertainment. Sometimes there's a live band going on here. It's pretty chill. Sometimes it's not very crowded when there's nothing going on. So let's take a quick look. But it's a nice area if you just want to sit around and maybe even read a book or get a drink. Deck 6, which is one of the main entertainment decks. As I said before, Deck 5, Deck 6, and Deck 7 are the biggest entertainment decks, and then all the theaters, dining rooms, lots of bars, music, and so on. That's where people congregate at night. And then you have the other 2 decks where people hang out, or Deck 16, 17, and 18, where the pool and the sports activities are going on. But usually in the evening, Deck 6 and 7 are pretty full. And on Deck 6 right now, right behind me are 2 of the dining rooms that we already talked about. And right here next to me is Alfredo's, which is another free dining option. They have lunch and dinner, I believe. It's a pizzeria, Italian pizzeria. They have different types of pizzas, salads, desserts. It is free of charge. The only thing you pay for is drink. And today is a sea day, so as you can see, it's pretty full. So far in the cruise, it has not been very full. I have not yet tried the pizza, so I can't tell you if it's good. But right now it's full, so I'm assuming that it is. Let's check it out.
This one, and this one.
This is the menu for Alfredo's Pizzeria. As you can see, they have some appetizers, antipasto, soups, and they also have the different pizzas and Hawaiiana, capricciosa, romana. They have a pretty good choice. vegetarian, and then for dessert they have tiramisu and crostata di mele della nonna, which is apple tart. All of this is for free, so you should check it out. And then on the other side of deck 6, they have the photo studio, which I'm sure you guys have all seen a photo studio. And then right behind me, we're gonna go quickly into the casino, take a little peek into it. And behind the casino is the Princess Theater. So let's go. Hasn't been really crowded. We did go in to check it out. There's some slot machines. It's a fairly small casino for a cruise ship. Doesn't get very full on this sailing, but probably on Caribbean sailing it gets pretty full. And right behind, across from the casino, is the Bellini's bar. It's another small bar. There's a lot of bars on this sailing, on this ship, so it doesn't get very crowded anywhere on the ship. There's plenty of opportunities for you to hang out during the day and in the evening, and you don't feel, even though there's 4,000 passengers and it is a sold out sailing, it never gets very crowded, which is very good. And right at the end of the hallway of deck 5, we get to the Symphony Dining Room. This is one of 3 dining rooms on board. And there's actually, Princess has 2 dining rooms, Allegro, and I forgot the name of the other one, which have a set timing for dinner. So in the Allegro dining room, you can have dinner either early seating, which is 5:45, or late seating, which is 8:15. And then there's a second dining room, which has only dining at 6 p.m. And then this one, which is the Symphony Dining Room, it operates with anytime dining, which is very convenient if you don't want to be set to any specific time. You want to have dinner at whatever time you want every night. You know, maybe some nights you want to have it early, some nights you want to have it late. You come to this one, and you can make a reservation if you want to go in the morning and reserve it for the evening, so to make sure that when you get here they have a table for you. Or you can just show up and you can just go on the other side. We're in front of the Symphony Dining Room, which is one of the 3 main dining rooms on board, and I'll quickly take you inside while no one is there. So just go. A lot of tables for 2, which is great because right now it's just me and my hubby, so we like to have a little table for the 2 of us. But there's also some big tables in the middle. So let's just do a quick tour of it. Not as spectacular as some of the other ships' dining rooms that I've seen, like Celebrity. They have really big high ceilings. This is more of a low ceiling, but it's quiet and it's very classical look, and the food so far has been very good. So as you can see, there's different types of tables for 2, for 4. They can you know, arrange different settings for you. So that's it. Right now we're in deck 16, where this is the main pool area, and also this is where movies under the stars happen. Right behind me is one of the pools. There's 2 pools. There's another one behind that. This one seems to be more for kids. There's a big shallow area where kids can play, and then in between the 2 pools is I guess a lounge area, and it's also an area where you can watch movies under the stars. I'm not sure how I feel about this, because I would prefer that this to be more of a bigger pool area with more space for chairs. We are on a Mediterranean sailing and it's very port intense, so I think a lot of people are not coming to the pool. But if this was a Caribbean sailing, I don't know if there's going to be enough chairs for everybody who wants to sit in this area. But follow me and we'll check it out. Right here is the second pool. This is slightly bigger than the first pool. I think for a ship it's a pretty good size. As I said, I don't think there's enough chairs around the pool, so on a Caribbean sailing this would be pretty crowded because there's just probably just a few hundred chairs around here. There's also 2 hot tubs right behind me, and there's 2 more hot tubs on the second deck, which would be deck 17. There's a total of 4 hot tubs. I think that's pretty standard for a ship, so that should be enough for everybody. And right next to the pools are the 2 sort of casual eating areas. One is Prego Pizzeria right here, which has some pizza and let's see. Right now they have margarita, pepperoni, and vegetarian. There's always some kind of pizza. On the other side, there is a hamburger joint called Trident Grill, and it's very casual hamburgers and hot dogs and things like that for people who are sitting in the pool and they don't want to go inside to the buffet or they don't want to take off their bathing suit. And there's a little bar in the middle. This is the Trident Grill where you can get your hot dogs and burgers. And as you can see, there's a really nice view of the movies under the stars. There's different movies shown throughout the day. Right now they have Boss Baby, which I think is more for the kids. But at night they also show different. There's a lot of movies that are being shown almost constantly on this screen. And the screen is really good quality, and there's a lot of areas where you can see the screen even on deck 17 and deck 18. So I think there's no problem for anybody who wants to see this. To find a seat, and at night they actually give little blankets and popcorn, which is really cool because it gets kind of chilly at night here, so it's very cozy if you want to watch a movie. It's kind of like an outdoor movie theater and it's very nice. I'll show you one of the coolest features on this ship, something that gets me really excited because I'm not seeing it on any other ship. It's a so-called skywalk right behind me. The skywalk is on the same deck, deck 16, which is the pool deck, and it's this little arch that goes around the ship and is actually right above the water, and the floor is made of glass, so if you walk on top of it you can see the ocean underneath you. And today we're having a sea day, so you can actually see the water. It's a little scary if you're afraid of heights, but I did it a few times and it's not that bad. It's very exciting and all the kids are doing it all the time, walking back and forth on it. So follow me to check it out. On deck 17 at the very front of the ship is the adults only pool, which is right behind me. It has some seating area on both sides. It looks like on a sea day it does get pretty crowded, but yesterday we came here on a birthday and it was completely empty. There is a small, well not very small, but there is a pool in the middle of it, and there's also 2 hot tubs. There's some seating right underneath those cabanas that actually you have to pay for those, but all of the other stuff is free, all of the other loungers. It's a very nice, more relaxing area. It does have its own bar, and we actually intend to spend some quiet time here since on this trip we're with no kids. We are at the sanctuary, which is on deck 17 at the very front of the ship. It's adjacent is no pool, but there's very nice lounge here. So if you want some quiet time with no kids and just pure relaxation, this is the place for you. There is a small fee for it, but I'm sure it's worth it because it looks very cozy. So let's just take a very quick look. They have some lounge chairs with a lovely view of the water. It is very quiet and very nice. And you can also rent a cabana. The lounge chairs are $30 for half a day, and then the cabanas are $40 for half a day. But the cabanas do include some food and some drinks, so it is a great idea if you want, just to relax with a boat. And it's total luxury and relaxation. Perfect if you're on an adults-only trip. Deck 18, which is the sports deck on this ship. There's a lot of activity going on today because it is a sea day, so everybody's out and about. And actually, the sun just came out. It was pretty cloudy and rainy this morning, so it seems like everybody's on the sports deck. Right around me is the jogging track. Some people are jogging. It is a very small jogging track, so probably not the best one, but if you like to jog, there is one. And right over here is a big sports court. They have basketball, looks like they have soccer, and just some other activities. And they also have a couple of ping pong tables. I'm not sure how good they are on sea days because the ship is moving a little bit and it's quite windy. But you can give it a try. And let's move on. They actually have something really cool that my husband loves, which is outdoor gym equipment. They have some gym machines that they put on both sides of deck 18 so you can exercise and look at the ocean, and those are pretty cool. Here is the rest of deck 18. Here's some more of that sports equipment that I was telling you about, which is literally right on the edge of the water. They have some interesting machines. And also on deck 18 there is something called a gun range simulator, which it was closed. I guess you have to book a time. I'm not really sure how it works, but if you're interested in that, you can certainly check it out. Finally, I wanted to show you my favorite spot on the ship. It is right here on deck 16 at the very back of the ship. The only way to get here, well, there's two ways to get here, and it's sort of a secret spot because not a lot of people found out about it during the whole sailing. This area has been mostly empty, so the best way to get here is to take the back elevator to deck 16 and just turn around and go all the way to the back of the ship. Or if you're taking the central elevator, go through the entire buffet area and then just come out at the back of the ship. It's a huge terrace with tables and also little sofas at the very end, and this spot has the best views. Every time you're in port, right now we're in Genoa, you can see how beautiful it is right in the heart of the port, and this has been the situation in every city. You can see the entire port behind you, and it's my favorite spot to have breakfast in the morning as the ship pulls into the port. You can see that really up close, and when we're on board we have lunch here, and in the evenings when we're not in the main dining room we have dinner here, or we come here when the ship pulls out of the port because it's just the best thing to sit on the sofa, put your feet up and just watch the sunset from here. It's just an amazing spot. It's never very crowded, and you guys should definitely be here on your next sailing. So here we are, our very last morning on the ship, and unfortunately we have to say goodbye to the beautiful royal princess. But before we go, I wanted to give you guys sort of a recap of our experience here on a 1-week European sailing. So let me start with the cabin. I was really worried that this is our first time having an inside cabin. So I didn't know what to expect, but the cabin actually works perfectly for 2 people. We had plenty of storage space. The bed was actually very comfortable. So it was surprisingly good. But I have to say, if you have 3 or 4 people, and next time when we bring our kids, we would definitely need a balcony because this room is not able to fit more than 2 people comfortably. So that's it about the cabin. As far as the food, the dining room food was a little bit underwhelming. Just the choice of it and the whole experience. It was okay, but it wasn't anything spectacular. But I have to say the buffet on this ship has been the best buffet that I've seen on, I think we've been on about 20 cruises or so far. And this was the best buffet. Every night it's different food. They have a lot of high-end items. There's a whole cheese station. One night we had pate, like all kinds of pate. We've had seafood. We've had, I mean, pretty much anything you can imagine. Is we've had it there, and it's just the best food. So I definitely give it a thumbs up. As far as the ship itself, it is a very nice ship. It's pretty new. I think it was built a few years ago. Everything is very well maintained. I have to say there's no like a wow factor on the ship. Nothing that you walk in and just wows you. But it's a very solid, very classy, very nice, well maintained ship with a lot of stuff going on. So which brings me to entertainment. The entertainment on this particular sailing was a bit of a hit or miss for me. We're not much into Broadway type of shows, singing and dancing. There was a lot of that in the theater at night, and there was a lot of just different bars with music, which on this sailing was a bit more of a classical music and so on. And part of it maybe because there's people from all over the world on European sailing, so they try to cater sort of to every taste. Whereas on Caribbean sailings, it's more American entertainment. It was a good entertainment. For us, it wasn't the best entertainment, but there was a lot of stuff to do. Don't take me wrong. There was a lot of stuff to do every night. So I think everybody had a really good time. We talked to a lot of the passengers and we barely heard any complaints. So I definitely like this ship. I want to come back, maybe on a Caribbean sailing and check it out. And thanks for staying and watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and follow me on YouTube, and I'll be posting more videos as we go.